Alright, if you come back around to the second part, then you're probably thinking, okay, who is this guy? Why should I listen to you? Well, that depends on if you deem this experience useful. So, I've been in many different industries. I've been in the service industry, which is where I'm back in right now. I've worked in plumbing. I'm currently back in commercial heating and air conditioning. I've done technology work. I did technology work for the past 5 years, and then I was released from that unexpectedly, and now I'm back in the HVAC service industry again. I've also worked fast food. I worked at a bar and grill for my first 2 jobs, and so yeah, I've been in many different industries and have had many different types of experiences. So, and like I said, if you stuck around and you're looking for that job, that career, that industry that will hire you with no experience, will train you, pay you, house you, clothe you, and feed you, all that taken care of, a sense of direction, a path to a long-lasting career. And you can even take those skills and experiences with you, even if you don't want to stay in this particular organization or industry. And I got these American flags right here. And I think it's very, very fitting for what I'm going to tell you about. So yeah, the type of job and the organization, the industry that I was referring to was joining the United States military, or joining the military in general. And now I'm sure some of y'all are probably thinking and are very suspicious, like, why would I do that? Why would I want to join the military, go overseas and get shot at? I mean, yes, there is a possibility that could happen, but as someone who spent nearly a decade in the military, I can say for sure that the odds of you going overseas and actually experiencing combat, unless you have a combat MOS, which is, the MOS is military occupational specialty, or just your job, really. Unless you have a combat type of job, it's not as high as you would think to experience or see combat. Now, is it a possibility? Yes, it's always going to be a possibility, but at the same time, it's not as high as you would think. There's plenty of military guys out there, that have experienced combat, but then again, there's still some who had combat MOSs and really didn't get to see any combat. You can go on YouTube and look around and see a bunch of the military memes, and you see, oh, this is what deployment looks like, and you usually see them, just sitting on the sidelines drinking a Monster on their phone. But yeah, otherwise, it's just having a job. You get a uniform, you get paid to go do a job, and you get paid to work out. You have to be physically fit to be in the military, of course. And you get paid for it. You get paid for housing, you get paid for just doing your job. All that's taken care of. Training, if you have college already, that gets paid for you. If you like the job that you have, taken into the civilian world, and then you have veterans preference for when it comes to getting a job. That all sounds great to me, and I've experienced it. Of course, I'm not in right now, but everyone's experience is always different. I definitely take into account and think really, really hard about it, because if you are struggling to get a job right now in this day and age, it just seems nearly impossible, especially if you have a bachelor's degree and nobody seems to care about that anymore. So now you have another leg up in the economy. And yeah, you can go online, you can see how much people in the military make, but really, if everything is being covered for you, you really don't have to worry about the amount of money that you're making, honestly. You can have your housing covered for you, food's covered for you, clothing's covered for you, and then you sign up for a retirement pay, and you have that money saved up for whenever you leave, whether you're only in for 3 years, 6 years, 10 years, or 20 years. and then you have amazing health care that you don't have to pay for anything. Just go to the doctor and then bam, covered for you. I mean, how often do you get to experience that? Not very often, if at all. Don't even have to pay a copay. So yeah, all that to say, yeah, if you want to have college covered for you, you want a job that pays well, I mean, you can save money, buy things that you want, not have to live under your mom and dad's roof, which not always a bad thing, but if you want to be out on your own, have a sense of direction, get paid to work out, have everything covered for you, health insurance covered for you, have an amazing retirement. I mean, if you stay in for 20 years, then yeah, the military is definitely in it for you. So if you like this video, have any comments to make, then definitely let me know, and I'll check them out, and I'll make more. Maybe I'll share some of my experiences that I have when I was in the military. I actually joined the military in 2013, and I gained the amazing experience of having heating and air conditioning as my military job, and now using the civilian world, and I make, yes, with overtime, I make around $100,000 a year, able to live on my own.